I just realized how easy it is to poison Maria. Okay, we cannot take it face value. This is getting kind of out of control. That would be a disaster. never mind, scrap that. Do Bird know the truth? What? Huh? Idea from episode 3 also is like working here. We should probably compare this one to episode 3. It's like Gabu versus... Oh my god, he's like actually fighting. Oh my god. Hello and welcome, PocketWatch here, and it's about time for another episode of Umineko Chiru, and we are going straight to the story. I'm not going to talk much and stuff. I want to just let you know that the recent thing that I got to know is that I didn't like dive deep into this yet, so I don't know what to make out of this information, but in general is that apparently Yoshiya is anagram to Sayo in terms of like pronunciation in Japan or something. I need to like check like kanji and like think about this, but this is like the like latest thing that like happened recently. So yeah, I just wanted to tell you that, and let's just go to the next, I guess, part of the tea party, because we are going to have the tests from episode 4 apparently, so let's do it. At least it seems like episode 4 tests.
テスト？何をする気だよ。この時間に？今から？
Balder yelled wildly into the receiver. Okay, so this is like episode 4, but also not, if you think about this, because they're not stressed out. It's not like someone is kidnapped and calling them. Someone is like calling in calm voice and telling, hey, we have like tests today. Okay, this is weird. When he said, oh right, this is Kyrie and Rudolph just like telling him, come on, come here. And oh my god, this is so, oh my god, this is perfect. I just realized they just lured out everyone so they can kill them in one place. They have 5 bullets in Winchesters. Oh wow. Okay, I just realized what the meaning of tests is right now here. In this episode at least. Well, he said, at this time of night, George and Jessica turned to look. According to the clocks, it was past midnight. It might be normal time to be told to brush their teeth and go to bed, but they couldn't understand what this test was all about. Okay, maybe not... Okay, they just like... So this is actually not going to like lure all of them. It's just like going to lure them like one by one, just like in episode 4. Okay.
Oh, George-kunがこんな時間にすまねえな。寝てたわけじゃねえだろ。みんなでいろいろ盛り上がってたんだろ。
そんなところでマリアちゃんは寝てて、いや、目が覚めたみたいです。それで何の話ですか？バトラ君はテストとか言ってましたけど。ん？ああ。
I just realized how easy it is to poison Maria. Oh my god. You just tell her that this is like a gift from Beatrice or something, and this will like increase her magical power, and just give her something and she will just take it. What the fuck? Wow.
親父にも困ったもんさ。さっき唐突に上から降りてきてな。いろいろあった挙句、どの孫が次の当主にふさわしいかなんて。
次期当主はクラウスおじさんなのでは。
Yeah, that's the problem.
俺たち4人はみんな次期当主し。
This is literally episode 4 playing out.
それで俺たち親をすっ飛ばして孫から次期当主を選ぶ。
You know what's the best part? This might actually be the most true episode 4. Because I said like in like episode 4 Furies that we cannot be certain that what happened in any place in episode 4 is like forgiven. It's like, it's more reliable than episode 5, but it's, so the things happened, like people died and stuff, but not exactly in the same, in the manner that was shown. Because the detective is not saying that. Kyrie is speaking through the phone, and from look of this, she's like in this, so she's just like, I thought like at that time that Kyrie and Jessica were like forced on the gunpoint to say stuff. But maybe that's not the case, like Kyrie could just say it and Jessica was actually at gunpoint later on. Some puzzles are starting to like pile up. Ha! Okay, I like how they handled the story here.
急な話で俺たちも大いに荒れてる。向こうで兄貴たちはケンケンガクガクやってるぜ。姉貴の金切り声が受話器越しにも聞こえねえか？
そうですか。おじい様がおっしゃることなら仕方がないですね。それで
Wow, George is just taking it like a champ. He's just like, yeah, that's like what Kinzo would do.
ジェシカちゃんから順に一人ずつ呼び出しがあるそうだ。
He's like not surprised at all. Wait, George sounds like really not surprised.
そうですか。おじい様がおっしゃることなら仕方がない。
He kinda is surprised.
それで
But I would think that he would be like more like shaken by that, like suddenly he can be successor or something. This is kind of weird. He says he wants to call you out one by one, starting with Jessica. Yeah.
ちょっと待ってくれ。ああ、もしもし。
Okay.
トップバッターはジョージ君とジェシカちゃんだそうだ。ジェシカちゃんは屋敷の客前。ジョージ君は礼拝堂の前まで行ってほしいそうだ。
Okay. A bit different. Because Maria was in chapel.
テストって何ですか？
親父のやつめ。おかしなクイズみたいなものを作って。
Oh God.
当主の心構えとは何ぞや。
Of course, George felt as though something wasn't right. Yeah. However, Kinzo was famous for doing critical things on a whim. Even this strange test seems plausible once he heard that this was some idea of Kinzo's. But even in that case, if he wanted to test them one by one, why wouldn't he call them out one by one? Looked like an interview. They should just have wait in the reception room and go when they were called. Why the two people be called different places at the same time? Yeah, that's a good point. The plan didn't seem to make sense, which made George feel as though he was missing something. That's a actually good point. I didn't thought about this in the episode 4. Because episode 4 also was like, it's a test. Huh, okay. I was just read.
しかし、なんだってジョージ君は礼拝堂前なんだろうな。じい様が特に要望してる。
Damn. I guess there's a gold, huh?
よくはわからねえが、二人きりで話したいことがあるそうだ。
おじい様が僕に。
何の話だろうな。ジョージ君は孫の中で一番優秀だからね。
Wow, Rudolph is so good. Like, he knows that George can be suspicious and stuff about everything. Man, he's one of the most, like, intelligent, like, siblings, I guess. At least on the game board, right? Maybe Butler is more intelligent. Actually, Butler is incompetent, right? I don't know.
何か特に話したいこと。
Who's smarter, George or Butler? George have like a little like good like instincts, I would say. You have like hunch on stuff. Butler is more like analytic, I guess.
ま、とにかくそういうわけだ。すぐに移動してくれ。礼拝堂の方には俺も行くことになってる。
Okay.
さっさと済ませ。
So Rudolph killed George. Okay.
お互い風邪をひいちまうわ。
At least in this fragment, because in normal fragment he got killed by either like, I mean it depends. Okay, we cannot take it face value. It was Gap, and Gap is like representation basically. It's like one of the personalities of Yasu, so It's either Jessica in episode 4, it was shown at least, or it was Shannon who been still alive and she talked with George and then killed him, like, for some reason. I guess, yeah, like, you cannot be with him, but why killing even though you cannot be with them? You are so broken, god damn it. I don't know, or maybe the gap is just a representation of Rudolph at this point. This is getting kinda out of control.
わかりました。では、僕は礼拝堂の前へ。ジェシカちゃんは客前へ。
I need to somehow mix together these two things, like episode 4 and this. It seems like both of them have some truths in themselves and some fakes.
はい。
I need to like distinguish which one is which.
それでは後ほど。
So what sort of a test? What sort of a private conversation could Kinzo want to have at this time at night? However, it was a well-known fact that Kinzo didn't have very long to live. It was conceivable that he had some last words for each of us individual descendants. Inside George's mind, the faint feeling that something was wrong was replaced by curiosity and the desire to meet Kinzo directly and hear the details. Just set down the receiver and quickly explain to others.
聞いたの通りだよ。おじい様が僕たち全員に何かのテストをしたいと言ってる。
テスト？何年かぶりに書斎から出てきたと思ったら、こんな時間にテスト。
Yeah, this is random, just like Kinzo would do.
たくじい様ね。何を考えてやがんだ。
それに関しては僕たちの親も同感のようだよ。
It seems like George actually don't know about Kinzo.
かなり揉めてるみたいだ。
揉めたところでじい様には勝てないんだろうけどな。
そういうことだね。仕方がない。当主様の命令だからね。従おう。まず最初は僕とジェシカちゃんが呼ばれてる。僕は礼拝堂へ、ジェシカちゃんはお屋敷の客前だそうだ。
俺とマリアは
追って連絡があると思うよ。ここで待ってて。
真夜中のテスト。なんだろう。どんなテストだろう。クイズ？
Definitely deadly quiz.
パズル？
That's what I can tell you.
マリア、狼と羊のパズルなら得意。
Are you now? Okay. Are you good at jigsaw puzzles though? Maria, who was now fully awake, seems to be very excited about this unexpected midnight test.
じゃあ俺たちは留守番してるぜ。
じゃあ行ってくれよ。もう待ってるみたいだし。
次期当主は孫の誰かにね。私には好都合だぜ。誰かに押し付けるチャンス。マリア、次期当主になる。なりたい、なりたい。
Okay. That would be a disaster.
マリアが次期当主ってのも悪くねえぜ。
じゃあね、また後で。
Rudolph put down the receiver and stood up.
さて、俺は礼拝堂前か。冷えそうだな。合田さん。
No way! No way! Oh my god, Goda is not a meme! Holy... What if the small bombs are real? Wait, what? I mean, okay. I kinda forgot about Goda for a while now. I said like in the episode 4 in the Furies that Goda and Kumasawa... I mean, Kumasawa is obviously with Culprit, right? I mean, obviously. Like with Shannon in episode 4, because she knows about like Shannon. I thought like Goda is like with them is like he's like threatened or something, and he helps because of that, because he's like very easy to be intimidated. I talked about this in like back in the episode 4 Furies. So I'm not really like that shocked But it's like come out of like nowhere, really. It's like here in this tea party, because in the whole episode 7 I kinda forgot about Goda. Also Goda, where is Goda actually in episode 7? What, like, what the hell? Oh, he is like in the... I forgot, he was in the 84 when the Beatrice portrait was made. Right, I forgot. Sorry, sorry Goda.
戻ってきたら熱いコーヒーの用意を頼むぜ。
Oh. never mind, scrap that. Goda was lying face up. His face was covered by the crossword puzzle book. However, its pages were stained with blood, and there was no need to move the book to imagine how he had met his pitiful end. Never mind then. Scrap the idea. At least for the tea party. For episode 4, it's still valid that Goda might be in this, like being threatened or something, and that's why he's like helping. And then they just kill him because he was like no longer needed, basically, like just backstabbing him. This is like short story general idea about Goda implementation in episode 4.
いい脚本だったでしょ。
ああ、親父に感謝だぜ。親父の気まぐれってことにしときゃ誰も疑いやしね
え。じゃあ手分けして、私はジェシカちゃんを、あなたはジョージ君。
I like now it's more like, you know, okay, this isn't just episode 4 or episode 3. It's also episode 6. Like Jessica against Kyrie, it's the love duel from episode 6. This tea party is mashing up a lot of things. It might be the most true episode, because it's like giving us the parts of other like games. Maybe it's giving us the truth, actually. Maybe Bern is giving us truth. Do Bern know the truth? Wait, Bern doesn't know truth, so how can she like show us this? So it's fake. Or not? I'm kinda confused because I don't know if Bern knows the truth or not. Because she didn't knew. She said to Federin that she can like give her some game and Federin can like figure out the truth herself. But Bern never like learned the truth per se, I think, right? I guess she figured it out in the previous episodes at the end of the episode 7 when we like cut the illusions. So Bern probably figured the stuff out then, and now she's like showing us the story based on what she learned. So there's still maybe like some hiccups, but in general, this is like what happened? Is that it?
Oh, 手際よく済ませてのんびりコーヒーでもすすろうぜ。
That might be what actually happened.
今頃になって両親の呵責とかないわよね。
Because this feels like the most like logical thing actually to happen. If you think about this in Umineko, you can like explain everything with this. Pretty much. Because the most important thing is like the outcome. Like what happened in the middle is not really that important because that's what's written in the bottles. And that's something that Beato prepared apparently beforehand. And she didn't like you cannot like read the future. So it didn't went as well as she wanted. That's why each episode is slightly different. The game shows us slightly different events, and now we see like unveiled story probably without like red truths and stuff, because red truths are actually correct in this as well. Like Eva is dead, Hideyoshi is dead. Actually, Eva is dead is kind of weird because Eva in episode 3 survived, so this part might be wrong. Yeah, like I said, this might be like the most true thing, but there's like still some like things that are like messed up, you know? As I think. Kiria smiled coldly. It probably could have been safer to call them out one by one and finish them off together. However, Kiria had chosen to have her husband work separately. She wanted to measure Rudolph's resolve. If she was the only one who got her hands dirty and Rudolph just washed, his heart would not be as dedicated to this venture. By having him dirty his own hands, she could make him truly determined to see these things through. Ooh, Kiri understood this sort of mind game better than anyone else. Rudolph reflexively averted his gaze from the cold gleam in her eyes. But then, he just shrugged and answered her question. I wonder... Now I think about this, what if Rudolph betrayed Kirie on Rokkenjima or something? What if Kirie actually died? When she was like... Wait, in episode 4 she died when she was like speaking to Butler, right? What if he struck the deal with George? He have gold! What if he killed his wife? What if he killed... Kirie? Kirie tried to like maybe call Butler and like, you know... I don't know, warn him or something. And she got shot. What if George is actually in this? I don't know how they would like to make a deal because, well, you just like murdered his like parents, so he would not be happy about that. I don't think like you can like buy him over like death of his parents. Well, he's not like particularly fond of Eva, but yeah.
Oh, 嬉しいぜ。
ルドルフさん。
なんだよ。
ずっと。
え？なんだって？
ずっと私の好きなルドルフさんのままで。
Okay, this is weird.
当然だろ。俺がいつお前を失望させたよ。お前はそんな心配より祝杯をあげる時のシャンパンの銘柄でも迷ってろってんだ。
そうするわ。いい？バトラ君が大事なら礼拝堂前でジョージ君をやっちゃダメよ。
In front of the chapel? Why not? Oh, right. Wait, what? Why not? Why does it matter? You mean like Butler seeing like George's body? I mean, yeah, you can like hide him in like the golden room basically. The body, you can hide this in the golden room and just like... Yeah, body is like nowhere to be found. Yeah.
ああ、分かってる。その辺にうまく誘い出すさ。雨の屋外だ。どうとでもなるさ。
西部劇の悪役じゃないんだから。メイドの土産とか、最後に言い残すことはとか、そんなことやっちゃダメよ。
Yeah, just shoot his back, I guess. Kira lifted her gun and pulled on the lever to eject the casing from the bullet she had killed Goda with. Holy shit. Let's see. Okay. We are back in the golden room. What the fuck? What? Huh? Huh? They shot just Hideyoshi? Kiria shot just Hideyoshi? What? Okay, now episode 3 actually works together with this part then, because she's apparently alive. Okay. My previous confusion is not confusing anymore, I guess, because she's alive. So... Also, you left her in the room with the clock. I guess like it's after midnight, so you can just leave her here. It's not like she's going to trigger anything before midnight at this point. Are they going to use her as like hostage? Or something? Potential hostage? What if they told her like, work with us or we will kill George? Something like that. And they will kill George anyway. Why you left her alive? What are the mind games of Kyrie? Holy shit. Eva was holding Hideyoshi body and crying. She hadn't been shot at all. The bullet had grazed the side of her head and missed. Okay, so they did try to shoot her. She hadn't been playing dead. She really thought she had been shot. When Kyrie's gun spat fire, Eva had something swift and fierce scrape past her head, before feeling lightheaded and fainting. They really think that she's dead. Oh my god. Yo! Yo! So it is possible for Eva to like switch the... like flip the switch and escape and kill like Rudolph and Kyrie with this and cover up everything. If they don't know she's alive. It just must be lucky that they don't come here. Or she's just like need to like still like laying on the ground and just pretend to be dead. What about other servants? Wait, Goda is killed, but what about others? Goda been killed. But we still have Nanjo, Genji, and Kumasawa, right? Yeah. Genji, Nanjo, Kumasawa. And obviously these are dead. What's their role? Are they dead already as well? Or are they like helping? I guess they could be helping, right? I mean, they could like talk with them and just like threaten them to help them like move gold to Kuvadorian before like everything explodes. I mean, this is more hands to work. They can kill them later if we go into like full crime scheme. And later on she woke up in the now silent room of the gold. The corpse of her beloved husband lay beside her, along with the corpses of Kraus, Natsuki and Rosa. It was a room of death and piled up bodies. Now I think about this, what if Eva escaped the room and they saw George and Rudolph and she called... That's how... Did she witness George's death? Did she like scream to George to like look out or something and Rudolph killed George at the same time? And then Eva shoot Rudolph. Because she technically have like her guns, right? Wow, I'm just thinking like on potential like future now without reading. I'm sorry, it's just me. When she had cried all she could over Hideyoshi's body, she realized that she still had something she needed to do. Yeah? They're trying to use the bomb to blow up everything, to bury this whole island with the explosion accident. Eva checked the clock and was proven right. and expected the switch was set to the right, which meant it was active. Eva moved the flip to the left and stopped. That's right. As long as the switch points to the right, everything that happens on this island will disappear into a night of illusion. Yes, this is an illusion. No matter what happens tonight, everything will become muddled and hidden away. As she looked at the table with the box of bullets, she saw signs that they had grabbed several large handfuls of bullets from the box. It clearly shows that they plan to use that many bullets. I have to fight, if only to protect just the life of my precious son. The gun that I dropped when I was shot is stuck with the lever hand open. Now, no matter how hard I pull, it won't open any further, and it won't close again. A bullet must have gotten jammed and broken it. It's just as Kiria said, loading bullets is tough if you aren't used to it. So, idea from episode 3 also is like working here. We have Eva in like basically battle in the hall. We have Eva, Hideyoshi, Rudolph and Kirie. And Rudolph and Kirie died. Kirie not necessarily instantly because of the wound in the stomach, I believe. And the tips that in the tip menu of the characters. Hideyoshi died from Kirie. Like later. See, like this tea party is like fitting a lot of episodes. Like bits of this fitting everywhere. In Hidoshi's hand was Krau's gun, which he had been trying to pick up. Eva took it, prayed to her husband one more time, and tugged on the lever handle. With a light metallic sound, the golden casing spun through the air and bounced off the ground. What if the golden butterflies are golden rounds? It's just a magic of lead. When she timidly tried to push the lever back, the time it returned to its original place without any resistance. Or like butterflies just represent the gold and like trap. What if like, oh my god, I'm going back to like bribe theory from the like previous episodes. What if like golden butterflies represents the gold being transferred to someone? Like if someone sees the gold, that means the like golden butterflies, that means they got a gold. And they're like with culprit now. It's like a representation of, hey, you are with me now. Well, everyone's dead in this, but just like general idea, I guess. It doesn't work here. Who saw golden butterflies? Shannon? That's obviously because, well, she is Beato, she owned the gold. Butler saw golden butterflies, I think? No, he doesn't saw golden butterflies on the game board. Kanon did. Natsuhi did. Okay, I'm not going to think about this now, but I want to like think about which characters saw golden butterflies. Maybe you can help me out with this actually. Maybe you have like some kind of list of like characters who saw actually golden butterflies along the games. It was the sound of a new bullet being loaded, because I might be like totally wrong and stuff. It's just like, you know, I like to discover like new things and having like new random ideas and theories.
そんなことだろうと思ったわ。私にとって一番胸くその悪いゲームを見せて嘲笑ってやろうって魂胆ね。
In the game so far, various people have been suspected of being the culprit or accomplice. The only difference now was that Rudolph and Kirie were those suspects. However, that was the most aggravating development possibly for Angel. Yeah, it's basically her parents. who made your family not coming back ever. I mean, technically not, because they would come back if their plan worked, I guess. Even Leon was full of painful thoughts. They had been lucky enough to solve the epitaph, which was the only miracle that could lead the two game with no victims. How ironic that they were unable to prevent the tragedy. Does this mean that we aren't allowed to have a future where we all happily return from this island alive? Even if the epitaph is miraculously solved before the crime occurs? Well, Leon, good that epitaph is not in your timeline, so you live your happy life. There will be absolutely no miracles. I recall those words, which I had heard in one of the fragments Berkasa has shown me. It was like episode... Which episode was that? I remembered it, but... There will be absolutely no miracles. Was it episode 6? I forgot. Yeah.
あなたがエンジェを傷つけるためだけにこんな物語を紡ぐとは信じたくゲームマスターがあなたであることはもう私にも分かっているんです。教えてください。どうしてあなたはこんなゲームを私たちに見せるんです？
Is Beren going to show up? No. Okay. Of course, no one answered Leon Mattered question. The game created to mock Enja continued emotionlessly, with more terrible twists that didn't betray anyone's expectations anymore. Yamotsuhira Saka corruption. Okay, that's new.
好きに最悪のゲームを繰り広げればいい。猫箱の中の無限の可能性の中の一つだと言いたいんでしょ?
It is, yeah. But it fits like a lot of like games. I wonder if she like actually got like the true elements or the fake elements. Which one is it? Or she mixed both?
好きになさいよ、好きに。私はこんなことではくじけない。1986年10月5日の真実を。
Yeah. Let's just treat this as another clue to everything. We can try to fit this episode into other episodes and see which one makes like most sense with this. We should probably compare this one to episode 3, mostly, I think. Because in episode 3 Eva survived. So we should mix basically episode 3 with episode 4 situation. Because it's mostly going around these two episodes. After meeting Kirie in the parlor, Jessica was told that the test would be held in the dining hall, and she followed Kirie there. Nope, I am here. Oh my god, she's going to like... What? Give her on like chair? Jessica sat in the chair, looking nervous and agitated. I guess like sitting on the chair restricting you, because you see that Kirie don't have a weapon yet. This is so fucking smart. Usually, if you think about a situation like that, in like movies, games or something, that would just like, hey, no, we are not, like, yeah, we are alone, I am here, and she just like pull out the gun and just shoot her. But this is way smarter. Because if Jessica sits down at the table, her movements are restricted. She have like less chance to dodge basically and attack her. This is limiting like the danger to Kirie. Wow. This is really smart. Kirie was by far the calmer of the two. Kirie closed the door behind her, revealing the gun that rested behind it. Jessica was facing the other way, so she saw nothing. And also that, yeah. What? As she complained, Jessica turned her head around, and the tip of her nose bumped into cold metal. Oh my god. Wow. Okay, George, you are still on the rain. You were supposed to not be like outside of the chapel. Rudolph, what are you doing? You're messing it up.
後ろから撃つのはどうにも性に合わね
危ないじゃないですか。
And Rudolph did make a face of duel with... Oh my god. Oh my god. This is again episode 3. In this situation, George is basically... Which one was it, Belphegor? I forgot like which one Rudolph fought. It was either Lucifer or Belphegor, one of these two. They both have like black hair, I don't know. So... Eva will show... Oh my god. Because the stake protected Eva back there. So Eva will show up. She will scream. Rudolph will be like, holy shit, Eva's alive. And he will shoot Eva. And George will just jump in front of her and die. Umineko, what the fuck? This is like... This is writing of the genius. Holy shit. Why you make like stakes to be like not stakes? I cannot trust anything in this game. Also, George have also black hair. Look, hair analytics, it works. Just like I did like Jessica and Shannon analytics with hair, I can like make hair analytics for George. It's black hair, it's Belphegor. Oh my god. Oh, they actually used the background with the lion looking outside. Oh, never mind. Rudolph reloaded rapidly and pulled the trigger. Again, without any sign of hesitation. Oh, he shot twice? Because he said again, so he shot one time already. Oh! He's alive! He survived the first shot! Holy shit! Okay, fatally wounded, I guess. I mean, his like kidney is like non-existing now. As the sound of gunfire thundered through the rain, George grabbed at his side and fell to his knees. Like... This is so like... I don't know, it's like it's really like mashing together. It's like you take episode 3, episode 4 and you just like smash them together and like everything is like mixed. And you don't know. Because it's essentially like kinda like Gap versus like George. And at the same time Eva is alive, so there can be the situation from episode 3 where like Rudolph shot Belphegor because she protected Eva. Which is it? George started stumbling away, still clutching at his side. George, his voice, as he called for help, was weak and thin. Behind him, Rudolph looked perfectly calm as he fiddled with his gun and inspected the sights. Obviously it hurts. A gouging pain in George's side tormented him. It was so painful that he could barely stand and walk. He leaned against the trunk of a tree. After he crashed down, trying to cover his wound, he was no longer able to stand back up. George didn't have a clue what was going on. However, he had thought it strange the whole time. Of course it was strange. He should be called out to place like this at the time like this. And yet, how could he have guessed that something was wrong? After all, his own uncle had told him that his grandfather was calling for him from the family conference for him. How could he have gotten suspicious?
痛えか。これなら背後から脳天をズドンとやった方が慈悲があったよ。何もわからねえうちにズドンじゃあまりに無慈悲かと思ったんだが。
Damn, we have actually different CG, I think. There's like more tiers now. I think. Just slight difference.
あんなに優しかったおじさんがどうして。
このことは忘れろ。明日の夜には全てなかったことになる。
Tomorrow night, none of it will have happened. With a quick use of the lever handle, he loaded another bullet. The casing of the bullet that had pierced George's side fell heartlessly in front of him.
突然の不幸な事故でみんな死んじまうのさ。その瞬間まで俺たち親族は仲良くやってたのさ。そうなるんだ。だからこいつは気にする。忘れる。
Of course, George didn't have a clue what Rudolph was talking about. All he knew was that Rudolph wanted to kill him, and that he showed no trace of hesitation. The image George had of Rudolph as the idea cool, joke-loving adult didn't match up with the Rudolph standing in front of him holding a gun. No, maybe it didn't fit because it fit too well. Even though there was a gun in his hands, Rudolph had a huge smile on his face, as though he was about to tell some hilarious joke. Why would that kind funny Uncle Rudolph do this? It made him feel unimaginably sad, and tears flowed from his eyes.
ブルフおじさん、あなたのこと憧れてたのに。
いつも言ってたろ、ジョージ君。俺みたいな大人になっちゃダメだぞ。
Wow, okay. I guess you did.
つまりはそういうことさ。来世では悪党を見抜く目を最初にやる。
How to recognize a real bastard.
ジョージ君ならできるさ。
Were there like any clues for this? Like in the previous episodes, there must be. If this is actually what happened, then there must be clues about this. Like clear clues, because my idea for Kyrie, and I didn't expect it Rudolph, but my idea for Kyrie was just her like basically behavior and her like personality and psyche, but I never had like any physical proof for this through the game. I didn't found any. There must be something.
何しろ勤勉なんだ。
I'm so curious about like little details that I missed. I'm so going to reread like this whole game later after I finish this. Like, I will like reread stuff before I like, make like some like revisit my theories and stuff. But I will like reread probably Umineko like as a whole. Oh shit! It's like Gabu versus... Oh my god, he's like actually fighting... Oh my god. Fighting down the pain in his side. And summoning the last of his strength, George threw his whole body into a roundhouse kick. At the same time, fire spat from Rudolph's gun. The bullet pierced George's chest. George twisted and felt the blood gushed from the wound. It's like episode 4. Okay, so this is more like episode 4, not like episode 3. So he didn't protect Eva. He just like died in fight with Gap. What? Calm down. Calm down. Think. Discover fiction. Discover illusion. What is true? More true, episode 4 or episode 70 party? Well, I will think about this. It's impossible for like Rudolph to be Gap. Like Gap is like personality of Shannon. So this is just like representing what happened but with different character. So maybe this part is suggesting that George died, but in reality it was because he was fighting Shannon, right? I mean Gab, but Gab is like personality of Shannon, so Shannon probably was in George in this situation. And he died by the gunshot, and that was actually like, we just replace Rudolph here with Shannon. And she shot George. Basically just mix these two together. He moaned wordlessly, a clenching blood-stained teeth. The frigid gun was pressed harshly against his temple. Damn. Yeah, George, I'm with you. Like, up until episode 5? End of episode 5? I think? I discredited idea of, like, just money being the why in Umineko. I was like, there's no way they killed for money. Like, this is dumb. Why, like, what, like... Who in like the right minds would like murder like your whole family just for like money? You like what? Well, now we see why. And how. The ruthless trigger. Forced out any further questions. Okay. George's hands, which had been covering his wound, dropped lifelessly. Also, that explains why George have the hole in his head in episode 4 when Butler found his body. He just got shot in the head. And also it explains why, like, the situation from episode 4 of the clash, because there was like representation of like Jessica just like hitting George like stomach, right? And he just like got erupted basically. So basically this is just it. Jessica hitting George is basically a representation of Rudolph like first 2 shots into George's body and then the third one is in the head. Oh, how many layers this game have? It's not even meta world anymore. This is something else. After Rudolph saw the last glimmer of life leave him, he let out a deeply exhausted sigh. He'd been holding back for some time. We need somehow Eva to kill everyone and escape burying the mansion behind her. She must have shot Kyrie and Rudolph from behind or something, because she's inexperienced with these guns. Rudolph looked up into the dark. Rainy sky, the raindrops hitting him full in the face. 1 second. I think I missed the... Yep, okay. And laughed with the indescribable expression, his tongue hanging out. You crazy little bastard. Rudolph started laughing. This is probably just the thing Kyrie hoped for. Is Rudolph and Kyrie the witches? The laughs from episode 1? Episode 1 is probably like not very like realistic situation. It's like what Beata wanted, how it went. Like I said, like most realistic is episode 3. But still, parts can be true, right? So basically, multiple witches at the end of the episode 1 is a clue that there's like multiple culprits, and it can like represent basically Kyrie and Rudolph here. Oh my god. It's not like they are in the shadows in the episode 1. It's just like they represent this thing, you know? Just think more in like meta ways instead of the game board ways, I guess. It had taken some effort to kill George, though he had been merciless. The last traces of conscience in Rudolph's heart had probably slowed him down. However, now that he killed someone with his own hands, a turning point that a few people ever reached, Rudolph had finally awakened. No, he finally understood. Wow.
いつもの石取りゲームじゃねえ。目の前に金の山があったら早いもん勝ち。遅いやつは蹴落とされて地獄行きってわけさ。
Kicked down in hell. Wait, what? That's not the slow ones. Okay. I've scammed dozens of unfortunate subs and buried them in debt. Several of them probably ended up bankrupt, and some of those might have hanged themselves. But I've always laughed, saying that wasn't my problem. Wow. So that's all there is to it. The only difference now is that for the first time, I've dealt the final blow with my own hands.
いつもお前は俺の心の甘えを断ち切ってくれるよ。
I wonder if if episode 3 is actually the most real, then Eva probably killed Butler actually. Like that last death of Butler is actually true from episode 3. Because Rudolph and Kyrie just like murdered everyone. And Eva will be broken. Eva will be broken. She's going to like, on the other hand, why would she take care of Enge? I mean, she wanted to like Enge to suffer in the like just like she did. So I guess that makes sense. She just like raised Enge to like make her suffer. I guess no wait, I forgot about episode 4 on Rokkenjima. They had like little conversation in like meta thing, right? Like Eva didn't like behaved like that always, right? Like she tried to have a good relation with Enge and then she gave up or something. I forgot how that went. I need to like revisit like Rokkenjima episode 4 dialogue between Eva, I mean like memory I guess of like Enge about Eva. I need to like recheck this because I kind of like forgot what exactly that was. But it seems like it's important. I mean, it must be important because what's happening here? Rudolph Evil laugh rang out. The laugh was so purely evil, it was almost refreshing. Evil that still has a conscience and think itself good is far more repulsive to behold. If a man commits himself to an evil act, how much more pleasant and graceful it is when he is honest about his intentions. In that sense, Rudolph's evil smile and laugh truly were pleasant and graceful. And so, surely but brutal, bloody stage of the dining hall was also refreshing. Okay, what's that sound? The actual fuck? A strange mixture of those sounds kept repeating over and over at the same tempo. I was about to end the episode. Each time a red splash landed on the nearby dangling tablecloth. What? Dangling table? Kiria asked this with a sort of smile, and the aunt might make to her niece. However, Jessica didn't answer. There was nothing particularly surprising about this. After all, by now, her nose was broken, her eyes had been smashed, her teeth had been knocked out. And not only her nose, but her entire face was now hardly recognizable as a face, just a lump of bloody flesh. What the actual fuck is wrong with Kiria? Kiria finally stopped her task of repeatedly smashing Jessica's face with the stock of her gun. Is this like a representation for episode like 1 Shed when they have like destroyed faces? I mean, Jessica was not in the shed, but the people in the shed had destroyed faces. Still, sitting on top of Jessica, Kiria tossed her gun to the side, pulled the compact out of her pocket, and looked at her own face in the mirror. Then finally she realized that her face was covered by speckles of fresh blood. Burn it with fire? Like, don't let her go? Like she's like, no? Kiria, I liked you. But holy shit! Well, I still like you, but holy shit! With a muffled laugh, Kiria shakily rose to her feet. Jessica wasn't moving anymore. She had been convulsing a bit until a second ago, but now she was still as a stone. She's been convulsing? Wait. Kiria did not shoot her in the head. She shot her somewhere and disabled her. And she beaten her up to death. I thought for a second that she's just like mutilating corpse. She was murdering Jessica by beating her. What the actual fuck is wrong with Kiria? So Jessica did dodge it. Oh fuck! Kiria pulled the tablecloth off and used it like a towel to wipe the blood from all over her body. However, instead of taking the blood off, it just smeared it around. And removed nothing to remove the stench of blood and death that covered her. When she got tired of smearing blood over the tablecloth, Kiria walked over to the extension telephone in the corner of the room, and that's when she oh my god, that's when she calls Butler. Episode 4. Oh my god. Okay, why this tea party is so fucking amazing. This is the best tea party in the whole game. This is officially the best tea party in the game. Then she dialed the number to the cousin's room in the guest house. The front of chapel, that's when he found the body of George. Rudolph fucked this up because he was supposed to like not kill George before chapel. I haven't given any instructions about Maria. So she will go herself to Maria. To get Maria. So Butler will go to chapel and she will just move to the guest room to Maria. with the same smile as usual and the partly wiped splashes of blood still covering her face, Kyrie finished her call to Butler. When she set down the receiver, there was a small knock and Rudolph came back into the room.
Oh, ひでえありさ。
ジェシカちゃん、思ったより反応のいい子だね。まさかあそこで払いのけられるとは思わなかったわ。
この死にざまじゃ。夏日姉さんにのいい女が台無しだぜ。
そっちは手こずらなかった？
問題なしだ。ちょろいもんさ。
When Kyrie and Rudolph instant response, she favored him with an evil smile. Yes, the man she loved was the sort who could do whatever he put his mind to, without letting cheap emotions get in the way.
愛してるわ、ルドルフさん。そうでなくっちゃ。
What if people mean this by without love it cannot be seen? Like, without love of Kyrie to Rudolph, you cannot see this murder. What if that's that? What if that's the meaning? At this point, this like sentence can have like multiple meanings at this point. What the fuck?
これで日当が10億出るならちょろい仕事じゃねえか。親父がよく言ってたぜ。男は人生で一度人を殺す覚悟を持って臨む。
常に相手を殺してでも生き残る覚悟をお父様の言葉の中で一番好きな言葉よ。
お次はどうする？俺のライフルは血を求めてるぜ。
Okay.
次は大仕事よ。バトラ君の説得。
Right. Or killing him. Actually, probably Eva will kill him.
おっと、こいつは面倒だ。引き金引かずに終わりたいもんだ。
私は気に入ってるのよ。エンジェとの3人家族の生活。
Yeah, I can see.
どうしてもそれにバトラ君を加えたいというなら頑張ってね。
おう、グーの音も言わせねえつもり。
I'm not sure how it will end. I have a feeling like Eva will just kill both of them. She will just like emerge from the golden room in the back of the chapel, see Rudolph and Butler talk to each other, and she will think that Butler is conspiring together with Rudolph actually, and she will just shoot both of them. She will not wait for any excuses for Butler. She will just shoot them on place, I think. Like, she has no reason to believe that Butler have nothing to do with this. Both of his parents are just like murdered everyone, so he may as well be in this.
大丈夫。
If from her perspective.
うまく騙すシナリオも用意してるさ。
頑張ってね。私もできることならエンジェの大好きなお兄ちゃんが爆発事故に巻き込まれないことを願ってるわ。
分かってるさ。じゃあ俺は礼拝堂に戻るぜ。
ルドルフさん。
なんだ？
バトラ君が納得しなかったら。
分かってる。その時はズドン。
What the fuck, Rudolph? He's like actually considering killing like Butler with like cold blood. This is like so fucked up.
私との再婚に抗議して家を飛び出すくらいに行動。
Yeah, pretty much.
中途半端な丸め込み方で後日にいろいろと騒がれたら彼は私たちの命取りになる。
Uh-huh. You need to like convince him into like whatever you want to say instantly.
分かってる。俺を信じろ。
もしバトラ君が不信感を持ってると私が判断したならその時は私の手で殺すわよ。
Fuck.
私の子供じゃないんだ。
分かってる。だからキリエ、一つだけ。
何？
もしバトラーをうまく丸め込めて島からさ
Uh-huh.
出られたら
What is it?
ことを二度と私の子供じゃないみたいなことを言うな。
The fury, oh my god, it's right. The fury from like converting together the speech of Rudolph from episode 1 and episode 5 together with missing of medical notes in Nanjo-san clinic and with the timeline of the birth of Butler and Denje. It was fucking right. I was right. So Butler is her actual son. So I was right. I wonder if she... I mean, okay, let's say if she's like actually aware of that. Because Rudolph say it's like, it's obvious to her, and she's just like... She's just like that. For some reason. Like, he's not my son. She don't approve it. But maybe she knows, let's see. Yeah. Okay, Fury was right, it's confirmed. I got something right, good. Okay, so she's aware, oh my god, so Kirie been aware this whole time. I thought like, for some reason, she's been tricked into believing that. Like, you know, like they switched like medical records and make her believe that like her like child died. And she just like don't know, but apparently she knows. And for some weird reason they decided to hide this. Why? There's something I'm missing. I'm missing why again. Why you hide this? Oh, I guess you hide this so Butler will not be like... Yeah, because he was living in the family where Rudolph and Asumo are married. So Butler knowing that he's child of Kirie would make him... I mean, just as angry as like him marrying to Kirie instantly after Asumo death. It would be like, he would be like angry like that. So they just like told him a lie to make him think that he lives in like his like actual parents. Oh. Kirie shrugged and answered as she loaded bullets. And she also don't mind killing Butler. Like, this is so messed up. Basically Maria, yeah. Oh right, there's also Nanjo, Genji and Kumasawa, I forgot. Yeah, true. Butler left the guest house under the umbrella and we are going to see... Oh my god, I wonder if we're going to see the balcony scene with Beato. But we'll see this in the next episode if this happens. Holy shit, what an episode. Whoa! So another Fury is confirmed. Butler, a son of Kirie. I was correct. So my post episode 5 Fury been correct on this one. I feel good. Whenever one of like the things that I thought about, it's actually getting like, I got like actually confirmed. I feel so good. Holy shit. Wow. Well, as I said, it's like meshed up together, episode 3 and 4 together. Mostly at this point, episode 4, I don't know. It's like 50-50. It's like half of the, like maybe like 60 of episode 4 and 40 of episode 3%. Hard to tell. Eva surviving is definitely from episode 3. Maybe it's like episode 4 and episode 3 surviving Eva is the only correct thing. Anyway, we'll see like what happened next in the next episode. It's been a long episode, so yeah. Anyway, thank you for joining for this episode. Let me know in the comments what you think. What's your impression about this? Like, do you think it's true? Do you think it's not true? Did you know beforehand that Kirie is actually mother of Butler? Maybe you didn't know. Maybe you like didn't like dive that deep into like timelines and stuff like I did. Who knows? Let me know. And yeah, I will see you like in the next episode. So thank you once again. And leave up a like if you like the episode. This again, the second you can subscribe. If you don't subscribe, check my Discord. You can also become a member if you want to support me and see the episodes earlier. And yeah, thank you everyone once again. And for now, Pocket Watch is going out.